Good morning, students, and welcome to the reading session of EVS 1, lesson number 24. Are we endangering our environment? Students, open your EVS 1 textbook. Take page number 146 and keep a pencil handy. 20 years ago, there were open fields around the city. Today, there are new colonies there. There was a big spreading tree near the railway gate. Different kinds of birds and insects lived happily in the tree. Where have those birds and insects gone today? What similarities do you find between a city, a village, and a forest? What differences do you find between them? The progress made by human beings. Page number 147. Man is more intelligent than all other animals. He makes use of his intelligence to make his life more comfortable. All living things make use of what they find in their environment. But only man can carefully study the things in the environment. He produces new things from materials in the environment. Let us see how. This is a story of about 150 years ago. Researchers have found out how to use mineral oil. Man now had a new and useful fuel to use. He then invented some vehicles that could run on this new fuel. This include the motor car, bus, truck and scooter. They also developed railway engines that could run on coal. Previously, if one had to travel to another town, one had to walk or ride horseback or on a bullock cart. Various animals were used to carry burdens or to draw the carts. Now we go by bus or railway trains. That helps to save both time and labor. We take up various schemes to make our life easier and prosperous. We build dams to satisfy our need for water. We build roads and railways for transportation. Factories are set up to manufacture all the things we need. We build houses so that everyone can have a shelter of their own. The things we need to do all this have to be obtained from the environment. We get them from places like forests, farms, and mines. Water is used in the factories, and then the wastewater is led into rivers. All this has an effect on the environment. If the environment is harmed, it has harmful effects on all living things, and man is no exception. Growth of the population. Page number 148. Find out. A census was done in 1951. What was the population of our country then? A census was done in 2011. What was the population of our country then? In the last 60 years, the population of our country has tripled. If it is still growing. So the demand for all those things that we need to take from the environment has increased many times over. People could not get employment in villages. So they began to go to the cities in search of work. Cities became crowded. The population in the cities grew beyond limits. Cities began to experience a shortage of water. There were not enough houses for everybody, so people could not find a place to stay. There used to be open spaces and fields around the cities. New colonies came up, and to build these new colonies and houses, the trees there had to be cut down. In cities, One has to travel long distances to get to work. So people in cities began to buy vehicles that run on fuels. In all big cities, these vehicles spew smoke as they are driven around. The smoke mixes with the city air. As a result, people began to have breathing problems. Instances of asthma and other lung disorders began to increase. Trees have been banished from cities, so birds do not find places to build their nests. They also find the smoke in the city air troublesome. They are no longer sure of getting water when they are thirsty. So there are fewer and fewer birds in cities now. The number of butterflies and other insects is also falling. Because of the increasing population, the drainage system in cities fail sometimes. Then water collects in the midst of living areas. Mosquitoes grow in it. They spread diseases like malaria, dengue, filaria, chikungunya. Do you see how the increase in the population spoils the life we lead in cities? So, children, we have read up to page 148. Keep reading and learning something new always. Thank you.